Hi guys, welcome to the channel of E-Man Games. I'm here with the legend Joshua Schmidt, who played the World Championship for the third year in a row.
Yeah, didn't top for a third year in a row.
What did you play and why did you play it?
Jonas, Herman and me decided to play Thunder Dragon Pure. Basically we approached the format by like trying out everything. I think the obvious best choice for this event was Salamangreat, just because there was no combo deck that was like really broken, because they're all missing the dangers. I know that Jesse and others still played Crusadia Thunder decks, but we tried them and we thought they were just way too fragile without dangers, because you have to play very suboptimal extenders like Defrag Dragon or Ascended of Thunder or whatever, or you don't have ways to discard your Thunder Dragons with the dangers, etc, etc. So we just didn't find a good combo deck. Same with Pendulum. Pendulum is just way too polarizing on winning, having to win dice rolls for it to be good. So we were trying Salamangreat, and I just think that the Salamangreat mirror isn't that great. The pure Thunder Dragon deck is something that I wanted to try because it's basically the same as Salamangreat in what it does. It doesn't have like a super huge board turn one, it just makes Colossus instead of where Salamangreat has like one or two trap cards. Right? You have Colossus, which is pretty much the same, and you just back it up with a couple of hand traps. And you have a lot of recursion with your graveyard effects and banished effects, just like Salamangreat. So once you get going and your opponent can't out Colossus and can't kill you because you have like hand traps, then you just snowball them out of the game the next turn. So it's very similar to Salamangreat, but it has big advantages like the Salamangreat mirror. I think this is better against Salamangreat than Salamangreat is against itself, because Salamangreat struggles against Colossus as well. Like they have Stalio, but you play a lot of hand traps to prevent them from getting to Stalio, because Gazelle's at 1 for us, Circle's at 3, so if you open Colossus, they pretty much hard draw the Gazelle. Or like Foxy plus Spinny, and then if you Ash or Veiler or anything, the Stalio, it's locked up in the monster zone, nothing. No field spell, anything. So like the Salamangreat matchup is very manageable. The other matchups were pretty decent as well, and we all did pretty well. I went 3-2, Jonas went 3-2, and Herman went 4-1, losing in top 8. But like Jonas and me only got like destroyed by tiebreakers. So yeah, I think my tournament run was actually pretty good. I beat Jesse, I beat Raph. I got destroyed by Trickstar, so apparently that deck's good. So yeah. So what we played was very. The goal of this deck was just to end on Colossus hand trap pretty much almost every time. So we played 3 Wolf. We didn't play Solar. Solar's shit because Hawk's at 1, and that's the only card that actually combos with Solar. So Solar is just not very consistent at all. So we just played 3 Wolf, 3 Roar, 3 Dark, 3 regular Thunder Dragon, 3 Matrix, 2 Duo. The reason why Duo is so good is because like turn 1 it's pretty bad. You're never usually summoning it turn 1, but turn 2 it starts to become really good when you have these guys in the grave, because you made Colossus turn 1. So you really like hard drawing it to like follow up on your Colossus. And we play triple Desires, and banishing this with Desires when you only play 1 is actually very bad. So 2s just seemed like a very good number on this, and it was pretty solid, and then the 1 Hawk obviously. And it's just like a pretty big hand trap package, triple Phantasme. Oh, also this deck doesn't trigger Phantasme, which is great. Like Salamangreat always triggers Phantasme and has like huge problems of beating over this. This deck usually doesn't link summon in turn 1, so the Phantasme is pretty much dead. And then on turn 2, if you go for a bigger push with a link monster, you don't have any trouble running over it because your fusions are like always bigger. We played 3 Ogre because it's pretty good against everything but Salamangreat. Like we expected the format to be Salamangreat the most played deck, but then like a couple other decks as well, like Striker, Guard Dragon combo, maybe some Pendulum, and this card is really good against all of them. So we decided to main them, and it's also a light for when you go second, and the dream going second is just like having Dark to discard and then any hand trap, so you can summon Duo and stuff right away. 2 Ash because it's semi-limited, 2 Veiler. We were between 2 Veiler and like I played 3 Impermanence. Jonas played 3 Veiler because he thought that the light was more important for Duo. I thought that this was more important because it can beat Colossus on your turn in like mirror matches. It can be very good as a 6th card against various matchups. So that's why I decided to play 3 Impermanence. I thought that the the difference in percentages of like having the one extra Veiler over exactly that impermanence with the duo wasn't that huge, I think, and it never came up for me where I drew like impermanence and then couldn't summon duo. It's like very niche. And 3 Allure, 3 Desires, 2 Fusion, and 1 Cold Start. Just like that. I would like to play something else over this. Just because it's good in this deck for sure, but some games it's just annoying. If you hit like 1 Thunder Dragon, you can't like do the nice things with the Titan. If you hit 2 Matrix, you can't search with the Matrix. If you hit your Hawk, it's not actually that bad to hit the Hawk, but it can be annoying. But there's just like the deck is a little less consistent in Salamangreat, so I figured these were necessary. And they're a really good alternative. Like yeah, some games I banish double Thunder Dragon, but Colossus still does the job. So. Extra deck is Triple Titan. I was thinking about playing 2, but you actually don't really need the rest of the extra deck, so you might as well play 3 for like games where you have to resolve desires and then play very low on Thunder Engine. So yeah, Colossus is limited, so just 1. The link monsters are very niche. Link Karibo is just so you can have you can link off the Matrix if you want to. It's yeah. If you have Matrix plus Hawk, I guess this lets you make Colossus. Otherwise, you can't.
There can be only 1.
Oh yeah. Also, there can be only 1. You can go into Phoenix. Things like that. Also, it's very cool if you can make the Colossus down here, because then it won't block your extra monster zone. So if you have like, yeah, you can do that and then link off the Link Karibo into a Link 2. So I play some Summon Summoner. This is actually the hardest one to summon, even though it's the best one. The others are more generic. I played Wee Witch because if you go like if you go Wolf and banish Roar and they hand trap the Wolf, because like Veiler isn't really getting better than here, you still Veiler it even though you banished that one. So you summon Dark and you can't make Colossus because you didn't activate a hand effect yet, so you need a Link 2 to make, and this is just the best one because it floats. When it dies it gets back this or this, so that's why we played that. Lambda because it's generic. Sometimes you have to turn your Titan. When your Titan is up there in the extra monster zone, you want to make Link place. You need like this one too, because this is light, so you can't make Witch. So if you have like Wolf and this, and you want to start pushing, you need to make this first. Hida because we side Mind Control, and it's a good way to get rid of like ashes that you draw, or like if you make Nightmare Phoenix up in the extra monster zone, you can turn it into Hida. It's pretty cool against Salamangreat. Full Nightmare package just to like. This beats Baguska and it's just good in general. Blackluster Soldier can be it's like super sick against Salamangreat because like they have to be able to make Borreload, World Sword or Borreload to beat it, and if you get it pushed to 4500 they might just not have an out. And then we played Borreload ourselves. You don't really ever go into Link Force, but in the Thunder Mirror theoretically both decks can't really handle Colossus, so if you and Titan, so if people pass back and forth on Colossus and Titan, eventually you might be able to Borreload, and if they don't play Borreload and you do, it's just a pretty good advantage. So, and since the extra deck, besides the fusions and some of the Link 2s, it doesn't really come up that much, we figured we play that and Bomber Dragon. Bomber Dragon mainly because it works with 2 monsters, this needs 3. So if you make something like Unicorn or something, you can't really turn it into Borreload, but you can turn it into this, and so you can summon like the fusions under it, it will trigger, and you can protect your fusion, and it's cool. Yeah. Side deck is double Pancratops for all the rogue possibilities that there were, because like there was Trickstar, Altergeist, Guru, these kind of decks, so Pancratops just beats those. Then triple Mind Control because it beats Colossus, and it's just a good card in general for like Salamangreat as well. So yeah, and then 3 Twin for back row decks and like Mine and stuff like that, and triple Typhoon because it's very good against back row decks, of course, but it's also good against Servant of Endymion, and it's also really good if you go second against Crackdown, because you can like, they set multiple cards, you summon, you attack, they Crackdown, you can immediately Typhoon, so like that's cool. Summon Limit, because nobody keeps in back row removal against Thunder Dragon, because it's completely dead otherwise, and this card makes you not lose to Super Poly, because like you can get Super Polyed and then Summon Limit, and then they'll be stuck with like their normal summon into Violet Chimera, so next turn you can just make a Titan attack and then they're locked under Summon Limit. Would have played 3, but I decided to play macro instead because even if you can't make a board, if you like brick or get hand trapped or anything, this deck still beats Salamangreat completely. If they don't have Cosmic or Twin in their deck, or they need to hard draw Rage pretty much, otherwise they can't play ever. And then Order for mainly Striker, but like it's just a good card in general when you go first, because like people don't have MST in their deck for sure. So just make a Colossus and have any of these is pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much game. So that's it.
So were you satisfied with your deck choice?
I think so. I think it was good. I don't see what I would have rather had looking at the matchups I had. I played like one Crusadia, one Salamangreat, one Lunalite, one Trickstar, and one something. Who did I play? Oh, Raphael played that 50 card go second deck.
Reboot Control.
Reboot Control, yeah, whatever. Yeah, looking at these decks, I think that the deck was solid. I mean, I beat some of the best players in the tournament. I beat Jesse, I beat Raph. I just lost to Trickstar because it was like the only time I won the dice roll twice, but one was against Raph, who wanted to go second anyway, so that doesn't count. And then the one time where I actually want to win the dice roll against Trickstars, I opened draw 5 and then just said 2 pass. That was unfortunate. And then game 3, I just got destroyed by double compulse and crackdown. So like, Trickstar was supposed to be a good matchup, so I was supposed to win it. But yeah,
Any last words or shoutouts?
Shout out to the people I tested with. Shout out to all the people who came here to hang out. Shout out to my girlfriend for traveling with me. And shout out to everyone who was rooting for me. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it, but 3-2 not good enough, I suppose.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel of Eman Games and check out our card markets. See you guys.